Hey Canucks fans, new forward lines, new D pairings, a new starting goaltender, all on the night that Kevin Bieksa retires as a Vancouver Canuck. I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, November the 3rd. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I just realized that I don't do these daily videos as much anymore because I've been doing my nightly live streams, and those have been going very well. Thank you to all of you who've been joining me for those very loyally, consistently, regularly, every night at 11 p.m. But once I'm kind of saving these daily videos or the videos if something new comes up, i.e. what I want to talk about today, breaking news, whatever it may be. So today I'm coming to you from a Costco parking lot in Langley, getting ready for a big grade 7 youth rally this weekend, the biggest work event of the year. It's going to be a big event tonight at Rogers Arena, as Kevin Bieksa has signed a one-day contract. We saw the footage of him on Twitter with Patrick Alvin signing that contract, and he actually took the morning skate with the Vancouver Canucks. He was out there for 10-15 minutes and then got off the ice. So when they started to do their line rushes, of course, because he wanted to honor, very respectful, as you can imagine, he wanted to honor what was actually happening. The Canucks are still trying to win a game tonight and turn their season around. And in Kevin Bieksa's media availability, he was funny. He was likable as always, saying things like making fun of Quinn Hughes' poor passing ability, obviously joking. And so some light barbs that way, but also talked about that he shared a few words with the team, and he didn't want to preach because he's not their coach. He didn't want to overstep his bounds, but I wouldn't say he's a legend, but certainly people respect him in this city, around the league. And he simply talked to them about culture. Said the culture, the pride of being a Vancouver Canuck actually outweighed the President's trophies and the playoff appearances and and all the accolades, but rather, more importantly, it was the culture of being a Vancouver Canuck on the ice, wearing the jersey, off the ice in the community. So I don't want to get over dramatic. I don't want to, make bold predictions here, but maybe, just maybe, I know I talked about this after the Pittsburgh game, and then the Canucks laid an egg against whoever they lost against, New Jersey 2 days ago. Maybe the pep talk or the talk from Kevin Bieksa is just the sort of thing that might turn this team around. You got a lot of young players that didn't get to play with Bieksa, guys like Pettersson and Podkolzin and Hughes, and then you have guys that kind of were there just as Bieksa was fading out of the Canucks. Bo had just got drafted, Besser just got drafted, but they didn't really get to play with him a lot before Bieksa got traded back in 2015. So I think to hear from almost all these guys never played with him. Veterans like Ekman-Larsson and Myers never played on the same team as him. So I think to hear from a veteran, hear from someone who's very well respected and well liked in this community, maybe, just maybe, it'll be the push the Canucks need, or at least get them going for a little bit for the next little while. And that starts tonight against Bieksa's other team, the Anaheim Ducks. Now, Anaheim is just as poor as the Canucks in the standings. I think they're only 1 point apart. I think Anaheim has 7 and we have 6. I don't play for the Canucks. The Canucks have 6. Anaheim has some young players like Zegras and Terry and some veteran players as well, but not the strongest team either. So this is going to be interesting tonight. If there was ever a winnable game, it's this one against the Anaheim Ducks tonight, on a night where they're going to honor Kevin Bieksa. Now, to do that, the Canucks are going to roll out a different look on their team. The forwards, the top 6 are the same. So you have Horvat between Miller and Garland as your top line. Then Pettersson between Kuzmenko and Mikheyev as your second line. Then they've moved recently acquired Jack Studnicka out of the center, out of the middle, which is not the greatest thing if you got him to be a right-handed center, but it's early. And they're recalled Sheldon Dries from Abbotsford. So Dries is now on the third line with Pearson and Podkolzin, who's up from the fourth line to the third line to replace Hoglander. So you say, okay, that's fine. That means Hoglander must be on the fourth line. Probably not. Tonight is likely going to be Niels Oman in the middle between Dakota Joshua and Jack Studnicka. That means Hoglander would be the odd man out, and that's not even with Besser returning. So again, Horvat between Miller and Garland, Pettersson between Mikheyev and Kuzmenko. A third line of Dries, Pearson, Podkolzin, and a fourth line of Oman, Joshua, and Studnicka, with Niels Hoglander being the healthy scratch and Brock Besser not being part of the team, just not returning from injury just yet. Which is kind of strange because on on Tuesday night, they said that he might be a game time decision for that. And then today, he wasn't even at practice. Unless they somehow do a big surprise tonight, but I doubt that, not without skating today. On D, we talked about how tough OEL and Myers had it last game. I think the coaching staff realized it as well. So it's the same 6 guys. So that means Jack Rathbone and Kyle Burrows, unfortunately, will not play tonight, which is really too bad, but we've talked about that over the past couple nights. So you're seeing the same top 6, but 2 of the pairs are different. So you still have Hughes and Shen, as you'd expect. But now OEL is going to play with Ethan Bear. So you have OEL stay-at-home defenseman, Ethan Bear puck-moving defenseman, kind of like Stetcher and Edler when Edler was kind of getting slower back in the day. So it has that kind of vibe to it. So it's OEL with Ethan Bear, and that means that Riley Stillman will be playing with Tyler Myers. So once again, Hughes, Shen, OEL, Bear, and then Stillman, Myers. So OEL and Myers get split up, and then Stillman and Bear become their new partners, and then Rathbone and Shen still on the outside looking in. And then in goal, it is Spencer Martin. And I don't think this is them saying, Thatcher Demko, we're pulling you. We're actually changing the schedule start. My guess is after Martin played so well defeating Pittsburgh, I think they looked at these 3 games coming up on their homestand, New Jersey, Anaheim, and then Nashville on Saturday before they go on their Eastern Canada road trip. I think they said, well, we're going to give Martin one of these 3 games and let's give him the middle one. Probably didn't help that Demko played okay. I'm certainly not blaming Demko for Tuesday night's loss against the Devils. The whole team was bad. Demko was just okay, but he hasn't been stellar. So now's as good a time as any to put in Martin. You don't want Martin waiting too long after his last start, his win against Pittsburgh. So overall, I think this could be a really, really good sign for, a really good boost for this Vancouver Canucks team. So once again, it sounds like Sheldon Dries in, Niels Hoglander out. It sounds like no changes on D aside from the pairings, same personnel, and then Martin in for Demko. So a couple of things. Do you think that the Bieksa appearance, his presence, and his pep talk in the locker room, is it going to make any lick of a difference at all to this team? Or do you think they're beyond those kind of talks or whatever? So let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And of course, give me your score prediction, first Canucks goal scorer. It hasn't happened yet, so I'm going to go 4-2 Vancouver, 4-2 Vancouver. And then my first goal scorer today, I'm feeling a bit of Andrei Kuzmenko will score the first goal for the Canucks today. Now, for tonight's game, as of now, I'm not planning to go to it. That may change. So if I don't go, I'll be on the Steve Dangle show, the post-game show, Game Over Vancouver, with Kaya and Sam. And then I'll do my own show at 11 tonight. If I do go to the game, I won't be on Game Over Vancouver because I simply won't make it back in time, but I'll still do my own show at 11. So no matter what, come back at 11 to this channel for my live stream. And then if I don't go to the game, which I'll tweet if I'm there or not, then you may or may not see me on Game Over Vancouver as well. So Canucks fans, make sure you leave a comment. Tell me about if Bieksa's presence can make a difference, and give me your score prediction and first Canucks goal scorer. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Just Incredible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for supporting me on this channel. Subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, leave a tip, a super thanks if you like to, become a member, upgrade your membership if you like to, and leave a comment below if you like to. Bieksa, goal scorer, score prediction. I got 4-2 Kuzmenko. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Enjoy tonight's game. God bless, and go Canucks go.